Est-ce que tu es sûr que la chaîne mère va prendre?
Oui, c'est des choses spéciales.
Est-ce qu'il y a des fois la chaîne mère ne prend pas?
Ils vont prendre.
Appelle Amadou, tu peux appeler Amadou. Tu peux appeler Amadou Baïza. David CHIANGEH, a senior telecommunication engineer, already engineer-en-chef. That's a title and a grade. If you compare with the army, it's like the rank of an army general.
C'est vrai qu'en allant à la retraite, il avait gravi tous les échelons. Il est ingénieur principal des travaux de télécommunications. Mais on est entré ici comme des techniciens supérieurs.
David CHIANGEH is one of the real dinosaurs of the Cameroon radio television.
C'est un bon technicien.
He is an expert in his domain.
Quand il s'agit du travail, très strict.
Quelqu'un qui aime exagérément la ponctualité.
Mr. CHIANGEH is a gentleman, very kind.
He's such a wonderful, humble man.
C'est un homme qui a toujours été disponible, attentif et prêt à secourir.
C'est un homme qu'il fallait à la place où il était.
I'm from the Northwest region, particularly from Boyo. In Boyo, from Bello subdivision, from Bello village. I studied my education from CBC School, Bello. From CBC School, Bello, I proceeded to the Combe Baptist Technical College that is still in Bello. From there, I went to the Government Technical High School, Kumba. From there, I started my professional work. I was a teacher at the Longla Comprehensive College. At the time, it was the most thickly populated college in Bamenda. There were about 3,500 students between 1984 and 85.
I have not only worked with Mr. CHIANGEH for a long time. We were schoolmates in Government Technical High School, Kumba, far back in the early 80s.
They advertised a concours for TV production staffs that I carried out that concours. I passed that exam. I was in school for 3 years. From the television school, I was the major. After the training now, most of the Germans went. We took over from them.
On a commencé l'école au centre de formation professionnelle en 1985. Après, on sommes allés dans la filière exploitation et production TV.
After my training now, I was integrated to the house. It was still CTV at the time with general manager Eli Florent Etuga.
Nous sommes les premières promotions à venir travailler ici, vu qu'on était à l'inauguration de cette maison.
Few of us were selected, went to Germany, we furthered our training there. And there in Germany, we're not only trained by the Germans, we're trained by specialized English television staffs, some from Asian continent, some from America. And we had a whole bundle for TV production. So during my working time, I tried to maintain that position. Even in Germany, what some other whites from other countries, some other Africans, I still led them. I'd gone for further training in Senegal. I went as a French-speaking Cameroonian, because what it takes that we did at the External Relations Ministry. I also went to Bordeaux, where managers of radio stations, TV stations were trained. I went as a French-speaking Cameroonian. in École Internationale de Bordeaux. From there, we had all the necessary stuff, all the necessary material to be even a manager of a radio station, TV station, to manage all production units.
When I got married in 1993, I discovered that I got married to somebody who was committed at his job site. I could see him not working because he was a trained engineer. I saw somebody who sacrificed his all for his job. He loved his job. He was somebody, even now, with a stable character, a stable life.
David CHIANGEH is one of the few who can boast to master what he does. And he demonstrates that not just by saying, but by doing. I actually describe him as a doer. He's one of those people who sometimes just stops talking and gets things done. And if you're around him and for one reason or the other, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're not careful, he's going to push you aside and do what you're supposed to do.
Me, for example, I understood and mastered the masterpiece of the television unit. That was the central matrix at the time that controlled every signal of the house. And for that reason, following the training that I had with the Germans, in order to work there, you have to know how to work in any other place in the house, because we were like it was a master control. When a colleague here was supposed to do this, he's not unable to do, you have to go there and show that person what to do. Editing, sound mixing, camera control, even cameramen.
He always kind of overstepped his bounds. And people always felt like he was doing too much, or he was, what people would call in pidgin, pork-nose, like going beyond what is expected of him. But that is simply because he is a man who wanted to succeed. He wanted to succeed and would do anything, at times even embarrass you, in order to achieve that result.
I may have been his daughter if he has started early those days, but he has been assigned to work under my authority here as a channel manager, and he has expressed so much respect for my little and humble person, has never done something that will make me think that, he doesn't respect me because I'm younger, I'm less experienced.
At CRTV News, we had an essentially young staff. Even the administrators of the channel were relatively young by CRTV standards. Evelyn Owona-Isomba, myself, and most of our chiefs of service were handling such positions of responsibility literally for the first time. And so it was a huge risk letting us run a whole channel, start a whole channel, build it, put its structure in place. And David was always a reassuring figure.
We had young managers that were appointed to head the station. They stood by me. They followed up all what I was saying. And finally, we launched the station. Still with the same equipment. I used to be a TV producer. I used to be a camera controller. I used to be an editor. I used to be a studio cameraman. Most of these young reporters, thanks to them, that they followed me. Some say I was wicked, I was shouting, but I said, for you to learn, you have to take the other way.
There are not so many persons that like to share what they have. They prefer to pretend or look important so that when they are not there, nothing can work. No, he was sharing everything.
Quand il fait quelque chose, il dit venez voir comment on fait. Yves, toi, viens voir. Tu travailles seulement dans l'ombre, on ne te voit pas.
Even me, I'm not a technician, but I had some tips from him that can help me, you know, to at least understand where a problem can come from on our workflow. It's because I learned it from him, and he was doing that with everybody. He has a big heart. Anytime we had an issue here, whatever issue it is, concerning our job, concerning one of us, he will always be there to give a helping hand. And what I notice is that each time, sometimes he gives money from his own pocket, he wouldn't want me to let people know that he has done something, he has given any money. He will come, he will hide himself and come to give me the money secretly and say, okay, Cece, just add on what you have and let us do these things. So many times, I cannot call them all the times he has done that for me.
Protecteur, quand tu as un souci, tu pars vers lui, dès que tu lui dis, Papa Chiangueh, ça ne va pas, dis que, ok, viens dans mon bureau, viens. Finis de lancer le journal, tu viens. Quand tu arrives, il dit que tu as quel problème. Dès que tu lui expliques le problème, il commence à te prodiguer des conseils, il te prodigue des conseils. Si c'est le côté financier, il te dit que bon, prends, tu vas payer le taxi avec, ou alors tu vas acheter les médicaments au cas où tu es malade. Donc c'est vraiment un papa au grand cœur.
Je l'ai vu pour la première fois à mon mariage en 1991. Bon, comme c'est lui qui filmait ce mariage-là, bon, j'ai vu l'homme qui me filmait à tout bout de champ. Non seulement qu'il avait fait des photos, il nous a aussi offert une grande vidéo qui mettait 2 heures de temps. Ça nous a marqué, ça m'a marqué, ça a marqué toute la famille. La vidéo, on ne l'avait pas payée, on avait seulement payé les photos. La vidéo, c'était son cadeau de mariage. Pour moi, Monsieur Chiangueh demeure quelqu'un de bon.
So, but I can talk about Pa Chiangueh for so long. He has a great sense of responsibility, and in a nutshell, he's a great man, I would say.
Pour parler d'une anecdote, il fait attention aux gens. Une fois, je présentais le journal et j'étais très triste. J'étais très triste parce que j'avais une situation personnelle. Et lui qui était à la régie vidéo a senti qu'il y avait un problème. Et il m'a gentiment appelé en me disant, quel que soit le problème, ne t'inquiète pas, ça va s'arranger, présente ton journal et après ton journal, tu pourras tout régler. Et juste cette parole de réconfort m'a apporté tellement de joie. J'ai fini le journal en souriant, j'avais la banane.
Il est un homme rigoureux, travailleur. Et quand c'est le côté blagueur, il fait des blagues. Mais quand il s'agit du travail, très strict.
Qui savait aussi être très paternel. Et donc, quand il vous faisait passer un message, en général, tu ne sentais pas ça comme un reproche, mais davantage comme une observation pour te faire grandir.
My dad has been one of the most inspirational people that I know. I've seen him work without getting tired, endlessly, tirelessly, effortlessly. If I'm extra hardworking today, it's because I grew up seeing an extra hardworking dad.
I had a diploma from the Advanced School of Mass Communication STIC, where I was trained on archives. From there, as a stagiaire, even at CRTV, my father would wake me up at 5 a.m. in the morning to follow him to work. And it was very, very tedious and stressful for me, but because he told me one day, I will show you the right path and the right way so that tomorrow, when you'll be gladly sitting in your office, you'll know that it's Mr. Chiangueh, not your father in the house. Because the relationship I had with him at CRTV from a stagiaire or an intern, it was not the same relationship I had with him while at home.
My dad is a perfectionist. Like, he always wants things to be properly done, well done, and I mean perfectly done. So if you will not do it the right way, you will bear for it. They'll shout at you, bully you, till you have it done the right way. So, and that's literally how I am. My students know me, my friends know me. I've become a perfectionist because I grew seeing a perfect dad, doing things in a perfect way.
Comme relation avec M. CHIANGEH, on était de très bons collègues, très bons camarades. C'est vrai qu'on s'est séparés pour quelques années, ayant été de l'autre côté à Ekounou ou en région. Mais je suis revenu, je l'ai trouvé, et il était resté le même gars, et le même garçon, très jovial, avec qui, si vous aimez votre travail, vous n'aurez jamais de difficultés.
Il y a un jour, je me rappelle bien la matrice, à l'époque c'était la matrice numérique, où j'ai vu une coquille, je crois, un synthé d'un invité qui n'était pas de bonne qualité. Ben là, il a crié sur moi, pour me cogner sur la table.
Il mettait vraiment la pression, beaucoup de pression. Parfois, tu te retrouvais en train de confondre des choses. Pour lui, c'était que si on a dit le journal c'est à 15h, il n'y a pas de que 15h01 minute, il faut attendre pour lancer. Non, 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 non.
En fait, quand vous deviez travailler avec lui, il vous exigeait d'être là 1h30 avant pour que vous soyez déjà dans l'esprit du travail que vous deviez faire.
J'ai appris aussi quelque chose de très intéressant auprès de Pa CHIANGEH, qu'il faut travailler dur jusqu'au dernier jour où tu vas à la retraite. Parce que ce que j'ai remarqué, qu'il travaille toujours avec cet enthousiasme qu'on a commencé le travail avec. Il y a quelque chose de particulier de Pa CHIANGEH, que c'est quelqu'un qui aime trop garder des archives. Une image que toi tu crois perdue, Pa CHIANGEH va te restituer cette image. Pa CHIANGEH a des archives que je ne pouvais pas imaginer qu'on pouvait encore retrouver 30 ans après.
At CRTV News for us, he was Mr. Engineering, Mr. Machines. He would solve all of our problems. We have problems with editing machines, computers. He would always say there's no problem. It's the user that doesn't know how to use the machines well.
Le point faible, c'est que lorsqu'il a... Bon, ça dépend maintenant sur quel angle on voit ça. Sinon, s'il a une idée, pour lui, c'est la meilleure. C'est difficile de le faire revenir. Et ce qui se justifie comme un peu comme point négatif, il gronde, il crie même un peu sur les gens.
CRTV will remember Mr. CHIANGEH David as the person who sacrificed everything so that CRTV should work. Others, there were other colleagues that laughed at me. I never went on holidays. When I take 2 days off, they start calling me every day. There are problems here, problems here. I had to work like that. I had to work like that for CRTV. But where I was working was the central switching matrix. And that was the heart of CRTV. What do I mean by the heart of CRTV? Everything concerning production, sound, camera control, editing, were up to the tax. Sometimes even some part of maintenance were up to the tax. And CHIANGEH could do.
That is what I retain about David CHIANGEH, a man who was amongst what I'm tempted to call the founding fathers insofar as the technical side of our work is concerned. He's one of the oldest names we grew up seeing on television, and it was a privilege to work with him and to inherit or learn or to get, for him to transmit some of those values to us. So honestly, launching CRTV News alongside him was a great privilege. He answered our questions in the darkest times. He gave us hope in the most difficult moments when we felt like for one reason or the other, the logistics was insufficient, the studio wasn't good, we didn't have the right manpower, he always had a solution. And that is David CHIANGEH for you.
For CRTV News, they were colleagues that told the management that it cannot work except you put about $1 billion francs. I told management that there are equipments here where you say we are already on a digital platform. We are halfway analog and halfway digital. And the equipments we have here, we can start this channel. Others say, c'est que M. CHIANGEH dit là, c'est quoi, c'est pas marché. But I told them that it can work.
We miss him, we miss the hardworking man, but we also miss a man who was so devoted to others, to younger generation.
Au moment où il s'en va, je crois que on ressent fortement son absence. J'ai souvent le regret de m'apercevoir qu'il n'est pas là lorsque nous avons des problèmes à la technique, parce qu'il avait le sens de la solution.
And he kept telling me about CRTV. Then I asked him, you are now in retirement. Are you going to go back to CRTV and work again? The answer is still looming in the air.
Drivers that are today engineers, drivers that are today senior technicians, I encourage them. Because I wanted to leave a legacy. And that legacy is there. When I pass here today, these drivers, oh, I'm already an engineer today, thanks to you. All those that followed my instruction, my advices, are enjoying today. But from the first sight, you think that Mr. CHIANGEH is wicked. But after 2-3 days, you come to discover that what you've put in your head. No, that Mr. CHIANGEH is the good guy.
I wish him long life, happy retirement, and good health above all.
C'est pas une retraite, c'est pour aller de l'avant. Bon vent, Père CHIANGEH.
Il mérite ça, un bon repos, parce qu'il a travaillé. Il a travaillé, on a travaillé. On a mis toute l'énergie pour que la télévision marche.
They are missing him, but they are celebrating him. I have seen CRTV celebrate him. I have seen CRTV hierarchy celebrate him to show that he did a good job in CRTV. I missed him for the time he was, but I did not regret. He did work in a structure that the structure has recognized the competence, has recognized hard work, has recognized commitment. And I'm so proud of CRTV.
You deserve a trophy, Dave. You deserve a big trophy like the one we're going to play for in Qatar. Thank you very much, Dave, for everything.
And I'm very happy to the management for giving me an opportunity to follow his footsteps.
I'm happy today he has worked well. Everybody is satisfied with the work he has done in CRTV.
I just want to thank him for everything, for his advices. He has become more than a collaborator. On a daily basis, he was my special advisor. He was my psychologist. He was my mother, my father. He was everything for me, and he was always there. I knew I can count on him whatever happened here. I feel a bit lonely since he left, but I'm very happy to have met him, and I've learned so much from him. So I just have these words of thank you, and I wish that God bless him and continue to protect him and his family.
CRTV will remember Mr. Chiangeh David as the person who sacrificed everything so that CRTV should work.